Happy.
Douglas.
Not to worry, Dr. Graham. Everything's been properly laid on. Mr. Van Chrysler's arranged for you to put up at the cricket club at Lulac Landing.
Splendid. Will you stay right out from there, Sybil?
Thank you, Cricket.
Thank you very much. See that it's no longer.
Good-o. Good luck.
So that's a lady anthropologist, huh?
Yeah, and what a waste of woman that is.
Certainly is. Of course, you always were a great judge of women, T.
Oh, fantastic. Lady scientists, they're a special breed. Did I ever tell you at Heidelberg?
Many times. Listen, old buddy, we got a little business opportunity we'd like to talk to you about.
Forget it. You two blokes have been to me for 6 weeks advance pay already.
This is a financial matter, T. A great opportunity.
I know, and all you want's a few hundred.
No, we don't want any money.
Not the Finnick,
Look, all we want to do is take that convoy up to Lulac. That's where it's going, isn't it, Lulac?
Yeah, Lulac, then up river to Cook.
Well, we can handle it.
Of course, it's child's play.
No chance.
Why not?
Last week you busted one of me planes, now you won't have a go at me lawyers. You're grounded, old buddy. That's why it's going to stay. That goes for ground vehicles, too.
I had a
Oh,
headwind.
don't be so unfair to
We gotta go to Takura country.
You blokes are putting me on. What would you want? Up in the bush with an anthropological...
Something you would not understand. Scientific curiosity. I am, after all, something of an anthropologist in my own right, as you well know, T.
Not interested.
You could make a little money.
A lot of money.
Money?
Phosphors. They're worth 10,000 American dollars a kilo.
10,000?
It's true.
For what?
Stuff is used in color TV tubes.
Color TV tubes.
It's in every single color television set in the world.
Look, most of the Takua's uncontrolled and unexplored. How do you blokes know where the stuff is?
From these. Every single one of these artifacts is from the same corner of the Takura territory, and the dirt sediments on every one show traces of rare phosphors.
All right? So you find the stuff.
Find it?
How are you going to keep the expedition sitting there while you file your claim?
Oh, you underestimate Herr Professor Krebsman.
She is searching for ancient bones, yeah?
Now, by sheer coincidence, every time we find something, she finds something.
Yeah. Resto, she finds her ancient bones. Just enough, but still, it's a thrilling contribution to science, nicht wahr?
It might work. Of course, I wouldn't do anything dishonest.
Oh, no. You would do it for 1/3.
For 1/3, I would.
Sergeant Syria, it gives me great pleasure to know that I go on this march with an old friend.
Father Dillingham, with you leading us, we'll walk in peace.
Thank you, Sergeant. What about this man?
Him sabi walk about strong, no sabi baccarat.
Good. You come.
Morning.
Good morning.
Yes? I'm afraid I don't quite...
We'd just like to have a minute of your time.
You have some business with me.
Miss Graham?
Dr. Graham.
Dr. Graham, I'd like to present a fellow scientist. This is Professor Otto Krebs.
Madame?
How do you do, Professor? If you'll excuse me, I'm busy.
Well, that's just the point. That's why we're here.
Why?
To help.
What?
Yeah, we are prepared to devote our full time to the expedition in exchange for a very modest fee in advance, of course.
Didn't I see you both back at the airport?
Yeah.
How did you get here?
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Douglas Temple, your friendly convoy leader.
Which explains the delay, I imagine. Thank you, gentlemen, but no thank you.
I don't think you understand. You see, Professor Krebs here, he knows all about anthropology, geology, that stuff. He's an experienced trader, and he speaks fluent pidgin.
Fluent pidgin?
True. Douglas is a first-class mechanic, radio operator, photographer, short order cook, and an excellent barber, too.
Oh, thank you very much.
Two Renaissance men, Spofford. It's a pity we can't use them. But you see, Father Dillingham, apart from being fluent in pidgin, speaks 31 native dialects. I know a little about anthropology, geology, that stuff. And Spofford here is my radio operator, mechanic, photographer, cartographer, and lab technician.
Wonderful.
Spofford!
Good luck.
Bye!
I'd say that guy was a menace. Wouldn't you?
Ah!
What's he doing up there?
How on earth did you get up there?
Do you know, I really don't know.
Don't worry, Spoff. I'll have you right down.
Well, you hurry, will you? The blood rushing to my bloody head! Hurry! Oh!
Morning.
We've been thinking of you.
Oh, I imagine so.
Rotten break.
In 2 places.
Morning.
Is it?
Oddly enough, Douglas and I were just discussing last night, after this dreadful accident, of course, just how difficult it will be for you to get anything done without Spofford.
Stop wasting time. I assume you're both ready.
Oh, yeah, we're both ready, all right. Canoes ought to be along in a minute.
As for terms, we'll be happy to take exactly what Spofford got.
I hope you get just that.
Look, the canoes are coming. Right on schedule.
Good. Well, Mr. Temple and Mr. Krebs are going... The paddlers. They're women.
You noticed.
A little unexpected, perhaps, but the girls from Pamukana are the best paddlers in the district, my dear.
Pamukana. Isn't that the village of prostitution?
Prostitution?
Yeah.
And canoe paddling, of course. You see, it's very marshy there. They just can't grow anything.
Put him cargo in boats.
Along a canoe.
Oh, yes. Put him cargo along a canoe.
I'm afraid they don't take orders from a woman. Do you mind?
Heaven and he'd think, make him world. So we make him world. Then he put sky all around and he build up sun and moon and stars, oh, plenty, altogether too many stars. Then one day, bless you, my children, now go to your tents.
Nasty flick! Nasty flick! This fella Billy's one talk along you. Nasty, no pride, all the time. Come on, son.
Everybody, look charming. I think we're about to meet our hosts. Me like talk little while along Spirit House. Little while can go. Number 1. Sybil, I'm going up to the meeting house to arrange for carriers. We go.
What are you doing here?
Ain't she supposed to be here?
No, it's forbidden to all women. Good day, old friend, belong on me. Behind me like catch him some fella man, carry him cargo along walkabout. Now, show him road I go along Kangamunda. That's all.
Neko mahuka kaya hami kay keko. Ilo kami kabay o ikaw intil misi ko busy.
He says he'll give us carriers, but they'll expect a big payback.
What do you want to give me?
Steel axes.
All right, one to each man, huh?
Better etta henia. Tauta tomahawk tamona.
Iko huka kika matatu kika la haita kuheke sioko.
He says you're the father of generosity.
Keke mako naiko mitikiko.
Number 1.
Hemos a la calle.
Get out of here.
Hemos de. Put that rifle down, man! Down, forward! Women are forbidden in the I was trying to rank him over.
What's the moga?
Master, lost this fella, missus knows something, nothing, Mary.
Let go of my hair!
Maybe, lick later, missus, he say, give him some fella tobacco. Tobacco? Logo, quando vão risca para fabricar loa, vão ter a bem.
Ah, you're welcome,
No,
Chief.
Bueno.
I think it's a love potion.
Well, what do you know? It works.
Share mine with the bunnies. Six morning time, Syria.
Yes, madam. Hi. I walk you through then?
Yes. Even you want to know there's no such thing as an aphrodisiac. It's all in your mind.
Sure is.
Thank you, Douglas, but no thank you. But thank you. No, I mean it. It was a bit sticky on that ladder, and you were splendid. Yankee, go home.
These damn mosquitoes.
Ceratopogonidae. Bush mites to you.
Anything I can't stand, it's a brainy woman. Morning. Champagne and winter strawberries.
Are you packed? We leave at 6.
Sybil, I want to tell you something I never told any woman in my life. Your fly is open.
That big Moga payment has forced us to reschedule our drop site, so the new drop site is there.
Maybe. But that's not a contour map. Speaking of contours.
Douglas,
Yeah.
last night was...
Yeah, I know.
No. Last night was... I mean, it was meaningless.
Oh. You mean I don't have a season ticket, is that it?
Don't be hurt. We just have to keep it simple.
All right.
Cargo cult.
I thought that kind of thing was all over and done with.
No. No, it's worse than ever. You see, during the war, these people saw all kinds of marvelous cargo delivered from the sky. So they started to build altars, clearings in the jungle, just like the army drop sites during the war. Bad business.
Still got his dog tags.
We'd better keep moving.
What's going on?
Tamboo. Dangerous to go on.
You mean this thing?
Yeah.
You serious?
We'll have to go back. Leave cargo.
Go back? 10 miles? Ah, hell. Let's go.
Tamboo, no pass.
Well, that's all fixed. Let's go.
Okay. We go.
Douglas.
Well, that should be sufficient.
Cargo boy, catch him cargo. Quick time now.
All right, we'll leave this one. Maybe we ought to tell them that's all they can have, huh?
All right. We give him you fella, that's all. Enough. Maschiaro, enough.
Put in cargo.
Let's get out of here.
Nicely stand about nothing. Ralph, catch him cargo.
Well?
No, nothing. Well, we had a contact, but it's been an electrical storm.
It's bad enough we're lost, but we suspect you've walked us off the map.
Is it possible, Douglas, that we've wandered into uncontrolled territory?
Oh, I don't think so, Pops. Once we get up on that hill
Not
up...
we, you and Krebs. Tomorrow you're going up there with the radio and the sextant. We stay right here till we get supplies. And don't you come back until you know where we are and have made radio contact.
Yes, sir, General Graham, sir. Tee-hee, come in, Tee-hee.
Graham Exposition. This is NGA 505.
Hello, Tee-hee.
I can hear you, Doug, but you're not coming in too clear. Please repeat coordinates.
G41, S65. Those are the coordinates. Have you got it? G41, S65. Those are the coordinates.
Douglas. It's a lousy drop site. I said, will you shut up? I said lousy. Come in from the southeast, about 6,000. Do you read me? Do you read me?
It's completely unimportant.
It's not unimportant. Look, I gotta go back down and tell Sybil that...
Phosphorus.
What are you doing?
I have struck the vein.
The vein?
Yes.
Well, I'll tell her later.
Yes. All around us. Look at that. Douglas, feel it. Smell it, taste it, my boy. Douglas Temple, today you are a rich man. My dear Douglas, we are both millionaires. Do you realize that? Will you join me in a drink, my dear friend?
Why not?
Will you? A drink of whiskey.
You buying?
Oh, every day from now on. We're rich. We're rich. We're rich. We're rich.
Let me ask you something.
What?
Are you sure this stuff is used in colored TV tubes?
Oh!
Listen, we haven't got much time.
Oh, you're right. You're right. You'd better start salting those bones around.
Oh, what an intrigue, aren't you, man?
No, Douglas, not like that. No, you must hide them very carefully. She must have something to occupy herself while we map the deposits.
All right.
Yes, I'll be right with you. Oh. It will be lovely to be very, very...
Hello, we're back.
Well, where have you been? And where are we?
My dear Dr. Graham, we have a significant discovery to announce.
Indeed.
Well, look at that one.
Tuberculum geniale pithecanthropus pekinesis. Well, that's a rare find. Congratulations, gentlemen. You must be very proud of yourselves. Now, look at this, Pop.
Yes, it's Pekinese, all right.
What the hell did you take us for? That bone is Chinese mid-Pleistocene. It had to come from the Pleistocene province.
This is a
It has
joke.
nothing more to
Pop,
do.
you get it? It's Chinese bones in New Guinea.
Very
We did
funny.
find something, though. We really did. Look at that.
Funnier all the time. Alas, poor Yorick. It does resemble Sinanthropus.
Yeah, except that it's more Herminian than
Hold
Sinanthropus.
this carefully. They match. They match!
What does that mean, they match?
Well, that skull belonged to a creature that was half man, half ape. Well, don't you see, it predates Neanderthal.
This could be 1,000,000 years old.
Do. It bridges the gap between man and the lower creatures.
That could be the missing link.
Where did you find it?
Way over there beyond those...
Where?
Listen. Look.
Oh, Douglas.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be marvelous if we could find another complete skull?
Yeah. Well, let's not keep your fossils waiting.
Hey,
How's that?
yeah, that's good, huh? But not quite as good as this. This stuff is so pure, it's almost refined.
Hey, where'd you find this? Ain't this what she's looking for?
Yeah, I show that to her later.
Oh, I'll show it to her now. How's it going?
Marvelously.
Need any spare parts?
Oh. Oh, Pop, it looks the same.
Yeah, same large brain case, jaw, room enough for speech.
Yeah, but it looks different.
What?
Well, I'm not quite sure. Where did you find it?
Oh. Krebs and I were over there digging around in the bushes.
Why? What are you trying to prove?
What's the matter with it?
Is this another one
No,
of your
just trying to
stupid
help.
practical
It
jokes?
looks the same, doesn't it?
It doesn't look the same. It isn't 1,000,000 years old. It isn't even 10 years old.
I think there are some even younger than that.
Stop it. Put that thing down. Can't you see I'm trying to win their confidence?
Will you be quiet? I almost had her. You've been getting nowhere for a week.
Oh.
She had a nice little pink figure underneath all that fur. Nice little hips. Make a nice pet.
You bloody fool. June 12, another wasted day. After 3 weeks of searching, the closest I've come to actually seeing one of the creatures is the back of Mr. Temple's head.
For the record, she was a female.
For convenience of classification, have decided to call the species Paranthropus erectus grahamensis.
Grahamensis? Yeah.
Well, the only word I recognized was grahamensis. I guess that's good for the old career, huh? Paranthro. I think I'll just call them tropies, if you don't mind.
You can call them rover or sport, if you like. Krebsy, how did you do it?
Ham. They love ham. They love flowers too. Go on, throw one.
Pop, send the rest of the boys back for the other cameras.
And some ham.
Grow up.
Didn't do nothing.
Will you stop?
That's where it's at, man.
Krebsy. She's got brown eyes. No, not brown. The color of topaz. Little topazia.
Krebsy, can you bring her out more in the open?
Well, they're all very timid. They don't seem to like to come out. Come on. Camera and the ham's coming. Little topazia. Yeah, the richest deposits are definitely in Sector C. But we must have an accurate map to protect the claim.
They laugh.
Huh?
They laugh.
What?
Pop says they laugh. And they do. They laugh.
Douglas, that was marvelous. He looked pleased.
Yeah, cute little
God
devil.
has given them the gift of reason. I had the right to abandon them in their innocence. Damn science.
Finish that? Yeah, just now. Here. It's the best job the Bureau of Minerals will ever see.
We gotta get into town somehow.
No, why shouldn't we?
Well, Sybil wants us to stay with the trophies. I heard her tell Pops we're going on half rations.
Ah, so? Our problems are not over.
Well, don't worry, Krebsy. I'll think of something.
I've decided to send the film back to Van Kryzen.
Douglas and Krebs?
Well, what else can I do? It's out of the question either of us leave now. It's insane to trust them. Isn't it, Pop?
Douglas told me that if we took the radio out of the crater, it'd work.
No. Well, then the signal could be picked up by anyone.
Sip!
Douglas is nothing but a...
Hey, Sip! I want to talk to you.
I want to talk to you, Doug.
Oh.
Do you mind, Krebsy?
Excuse us, Pops. Where are we going?
Come on. Oh, look! You like it?
Yeah.
Nice, isn't it?
Why are we here?
Well, but pretty, romantic, private. Douglas,
Uh-huh.
can I trust you?
No.
No?
No.
Prove it. I want you personally to deliver a very important letter to Van Kryzen.
Van Kryzen.
Mm-hmm.
And this is all part of your dedication to work.
Mm-hmm. Tempered with a little biological urge.
Mm-hmm. And he's gonna come just like that?
Mm-hmm.
All the way from Sydney?
Yes.
Well, he must really have the hots for science.
He's helped me a lot, and when he reads the letter, he'll help me even more, because he'll understand how great my discovery is.
Mm-hmm. Well, he may be counting you, but he isn't counting me.
Conning?
He's not interested in buying science, he's buying you.
Do you mean...
Yeah.
Oh, you're impossible. You're a perpetual adolescent.
Yes, I am. I'm no patron of science. You lie down with a millionaire and maybe you'll wake up with a Nobel Prize.
That depends, love, on whether Van Kryzen gets the letter in time.
You'll get it all right. I'll wear it right here, right next to my heart. With all the money you owe me.
You'll be paid.
And button your shirt.
Tell the mission school I won't be back before the big rains.
Yeah, good, good. Listen to Barrett's back when we get over the mountains.
Douglas?
We go. Ralph.
Good morning. Morning. Listen, I don't think we ought to say anything about the phosphorus to the old goat, huh?
Please, Douglas. I will handle Van Kryzen,
All right. Herrgott, must we watch all of this? I thought Van Kruisen was supposed to be here.
I am. Sybil's right. I'm very proud of her. She has made a sensational discovery.
Yeah,
Absolutely wonderful. Sit down.
Mr. Van Kruisen?
Mr. Van Kruisen? That's nothing up there. Here, let me show you something really sensational.
Some other time, Professor.
No, please, this won't take 10 seconds. Here, give me your hand.
You're in Mr. Van Kruisen's way.
Keep your hand off the fat boy. I told you we should
Douglas,
not
please
bother
allow me
being
to
in
take
it,
care
but
of
I
the
never want to
business
talk
for
to him.
us.
Hey, you know how much that stuff is worth?
$10,000 a kilo, right, Buffington?
10-1 went up a few points this week. Yes, that's right. And take a look at this now, gentlemen. We would be willing to go 50-50 with you on a development deal.
50-50.
Buffington, my general counsel, will work it out. Please make a note.
It's uncontrolled territory. How do you propose to get phosphorus out?
Regular mining operation, I guess.
Try again. Sybil wants to keep the trophies under wraps until her research is more advanced. A mining crew would make that impossible. Rewind.
All right, Bushmen, cargo boys.
According to Sybil's letter, the creatures are scared of blacks. That's been one of the problems. We wouldn't want to do anything to hinder her work. Only now.
Take the deal with somebody else. I didn't want to bring it to him in the first place.
Start again. I may have an idea.
Persia, be careful! Come back here! Come back here, little devil! Persia!
I'm sorry, Mr. Van Kruisen, but she's crazy about helicopters, you know. She thinks there's some kind of a toy. Yes, just keep her away from the machinery. We wouldn't want your friend to get hurt. No, thank you.
Glad you decided to come and visit me. I want to show you how my operation works.
I know how your operation works.
No, you don't. Come
I've
here.
come to collect number 26.
Number what?
Here he is.
No, that's Morris.
Morris?
Yeah, he's my best man. Look, I'm trying to run a business here. He hasn't filled out his quota for the week yet. Morris here's going to make me a rich man. Aren't you, Morris? You'd like that, wouldn't you?
The extent of your wealth is of no interest to me. However, number 26, Morris, has to finish his test, and I'm taking him to the lab.
I don't think so.
No? Lionel! Lionel! Put me down, you fool! Do you mind?
No. Morris?
What? No. Wait. Stop! Lionel!
That was beautiful. That was beautiful. No more testing for you. You're going to end up owning the company.
Having fun, darling.
Could you hold it? Thank you very much.
Come on.
This idiot at the scientific phase of the project comes first. Number 26 has to finish his tests.
Number 26, nothing. This is Morris, and he's my best man. I'm trying to run a business here. Will you tell her?
Come on. Let her have number 26, Morris, to put through the new equipment. And speaking of new equipment, darling,
Oh, how lovely. Thank you. New equipment?
Yes, new testing gear. The apparatus for the breeding clinic arrives today.
The breeding clinic?
What do they need a breeding clinic for? They do all right on their own. They keep it simple.
A selective breeding clinic will ensure a continuity of subjects for Sybil's research. And the trophies will hardly mind.
Come on.
Now go on, take him. Take him. Take him over to Stockholm.
Yes, that's beautiful. Okay, give up the smile. Smile. Wonderful. Come on. Come on now.
Beautiful shots. Come on. Let's have some more over here. Right here.
Come on. Yeah, have that beautiful smile of yours again. Okay, beautiful. Keep it up. Great.
Just gonna get a towel.
Good morning. Good morning.
Pop, what in the world are you doing?
It's Sunday. I've decided to baptize them.
I wouldn't do that, Pop. If they're animals, you're committing a terrible sacrilege.
Now go on, do it, Pop. Do it.
No. No, I can't. Mr. Van Cryson's right. Not until we know beyond all doubt.
Hell, then I'll do it myself.
Now, name of the Father, Son, Holy Ghost.
Well, Mr. Van Cryzen, I don't understand it. I just don't understand it. Sybil, maybe it isn't their breeding season.
They don't breed seasonally. They seem to mate according to a random biological urge.
Well, I was really rooting for that blonde pair. I'd like to see all of them that color.
I beg your pardon?
For public relations, of course.
It's wrong. Wrong. An offense against God and nature.
Sybil.
Hmm?
There's 16 trophies missing. Now, where the hell are they?
Here.
What are they doing here?
I should think you might be able to figure that out.
Oh, I can figure that out all right. What I can't figure out is this place. This isn't exactly a tunnel of love, you know. Why don't you tell us what's really going on around here?
I'm afraid I had to practice a little deception, darling. Up to now, I haven't been able to tell you that your great discovery was far beyond being a revolution in anthropology. You've made an even more important contribution to all humanity. That's why I'm so positive you'll get the Nobel Prize.
I'm not quite sure what you mean, darling.
You've uncovered a vast source of cheap labor to reduce the sum of human toil.
Sensational, sir. In your spinning mills alone, trophy labor will sweep the Japanese right out of the market.
The trophies?
That's slavery.
Oh, and what are you paying them at your little phosphor mine?
That's different. You know it.
Oh, come now, Temple. There's no law that prohibits the use of domestic animals to relieve human labor.
Who in the hell says they're animals? You? Well, do you?
I've told you 50 times I can't answer that yet. No one can.
Well, why can't you?
The question is academic anyway. It seems they'll only breed in the wild state and not in here.
Similar problems exist with all livestock. They're solved by artificial insemination.
Artificial insemination?
Splendid, Mr. Van Cryzen. We'll check on the equipment immediately. Come along, Spofford.
Van Cryzen, you know something? You're really a bastard.
Why don't you just crossbreed the trophies with gorillas? Then you can feed them bamboo shoots. You can save a fortune in ham.
Well, a good idea. Why not?
Because, damn it, the trophies are human. And you don't breed humans with animals. Even you wouldn't do that, would you?
Oh, it's not a choice. You can't.
Sodomy! Satanism! I won't listen to any more.
You can't what?
You can't breed animals to humans. But it does happen to be the ultimate test.
Let me get this straight. You mean if some guy knocks up a... You mean if a trophy and a human have a kid, that means the trophies are human?
Well, yes. Only animals of the same zoological species can have offspring.
What about Mitzi here? Even if nothing comes of it, you'll have one of those magical jungle nights you'll remember all your life.
And a birthday cake. Oh.
Happy birthday, Sybil. You look charming.
Thank you.
I'll drink to that.
Flower's on the wrong side. You're not available, are you?
There. Is that better?
What in La Hanandia?
C'est bonté, Ankutia.
La Ecotoradia.
What is it?
They're inviting us to the Sing Sing.
Maybe later. Tell him we are celebrating Miss Graham's birthday.
What a marvelous way to celebrate a birthday. Oh, couldn't we go for a while?
It's your night, darling. We'll be right back, gentlemen.
Douglas?
Thank you.
My God. They're roasting them.
No, roasted with margarine.
Hold it!
There's to
Cannibals.
County, how could you?
Said they're not our trophies. They're wild ones.
And that makes it all right with you, huh?
Pepsi, you see her? No, I can't find her anywhere.
Good God.
He's gonna be killed!
Now, we'll fly her down to Sydney. We'll present her to the press.
Yeah, good idea.
We'll say she's pregnant.
What?
Pregnant. You know, with child, interbred with a human. She's putting on a little weight, you know.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
We'll get away with it, all right. We'll make the front page of every newspaper in the world. The cover of Life. Who is the father? Right?
Yeah, sure, right. Douglas, you really would give up all that money just to stop Van Kryzen?
You're damn right I would. I know you wouldn't, Krebsy. I know you're doing it just... Well, I thank you for it. Listen, you, me, and Topazio, we're gonna knock Van Kryzen right on his can. We might even marry her off to some rich guy like Onassis.
We'll go on a worldwide father hunt.
Who is the daddy of Topazio's child? Who is the father?
How's that, Captain?
Graham expedition. Who's the girlfriend, Doc?
She's a Cuban refugee.
Yeah, I got that set. Right, mate.
How's it going, D?
Fine. What's with Bonnie and Clyde?
Oh, that's a protege of Van Kryzen's. Got anything going to Sydney?
You'd think a bloke with all his money would do better than that.
Yeah.
Hey, what's wrong with her?
Green apples or something. She'll be all right once she lies down the plane.
Not in my plane, she don't. That funny-looking bag ain't gonna puke all over my upholstery. Green apples? In New Guinea?
Yeah. Douglas, you got the problem. It's medical. She'll never make it to Sydney. We must get her to a hospital.
We'll take your car.
Thank you, love.
She'll be all right. Who the hell's the damn doctor?
Good day. My name is Figgins.
You the doctor?
It's Dr. Figgins.
Good morning.
Oh, thank you.
Where the hell you been?
Oh, it's a disgrace. When it rains like this, it takes me hours to get home. Hours. Do you mind? But I expected it. That's why I wore my raincoat.
Wonderful.
Where's the little mother? The mother? Oh, pardon me. Ah, the baby. The baby's dead.
Yeah, we know. How's the mother?
Asleep and apparently doing very well. I'll just get my flashlight and examine her further.
Doctor, I think maybe you ought to fill out the death certificate, huh?
Yeah, but really,
Right over here.
Yeah. Oh,
Right. Death certificate.
oh, yes.
The professor's had a rough time of it.
Yes, I can see that. Father's full name?
Otto Meyer Krebs.
Otto Meyer Krebs. Mother's maiden name?
Topazia.
What?
Topazia.
Topazia. What? Topazia what?
Grahamensis.
What?
Grahamensis.
Grahamensis. Yes. Grahamensis.
They're not married.
Not married. There's someone at the door.
No, there's not.
There isn't?
Sign it.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, where is she?
She just had a baby.
A baby? Baby's dead.
Yeah.
This is a court order directing you to turn over the creature Topazia to us.
She just had a baby, for God's sakes.
We also claim the
They're
body.
both the property of the Takura Corporation.
They're not property, they're people. And they can't be owned by anybody.
Ridiculous. The mother isn't a woman.
She's not a... She's no woman. What is she?
A species of ape.
Species. There. It's a monkey. It's a hoax. It's a damnable hoax.
You signed the death certificate, Doctor. This death certificate says that baby is Krebs's son. I confess to the murder of Krebs's son, by Topazia.
It is my understanding, Mr. Temple, that you have not chosen counsel for your defense.
That's right, Your Honor. I don't need a lawyer. I killed the baby. I'm charged with murder, and I admit it.
Not quite. The problem remains that there is no legal definition of man, and the accused's confession does not answer the difficult question before us. Now, since a territorial trial does not have a jury, my task is particularly heavy, and I want to hear arguments on both sides. Therefore, I am going to appoint a lawyer for the defense.
May it please your lordship?
Mr. Loppington?
I should be happy to represent Mr. Temple.
The hell you will.
He's Van Kruisen's lawyer.
Mr. Temple.
They're trying to make slaves out of the trophy.
Mr. Temple!
We've just learned that the powerful Van Kruisen Enterprises has rallied to Temple's side. They're coming out now. We'll see if we can pick them up for you. Behind them, perhaps you'll spot in the white suit Mr. Eric Chimbu, the prosecuting attorney, who was the first Papuan to become Attorney General for the territory. Meanwhile, the murder trial of Douglas Temple continues to take its effect around the world.
I move to put the question of the trophies on the agenda. This involves the rights of small nations against large ones. The Declaration of Human Rights must include the trophies.
Господин председатель, господа делегаты, 3 часа мы ждали на что-нибудь от израильской делегации.
Now, Doctor, based on your observations and experiments over the last 10 months, state whether, in your opinion, the trophies are animal or human.
I'm sorry I can't. The trophies are an intermediate species. They resemble both ape and man, but their classification at this stage would be most unscientific.
Unscientific, Dr. Graham, or ungrateful? Ungrateful to the man who sponsored your career, backed your expedition, followed you into the jungle, and since his return has directed his public relations staff to promote you for the Nobel Prize. The same man who forfeits an empire if the trophies are declared human.
Bravo, bravo!
I am trying to establish, my lord, the true motives the accused had for committing his crime. Jealousy, spite, revenge, against the woman who spurned him and the lover she prefers.
My lord! Objection sustained. Mr. Temple! Another such outburst from you, and I shall take a very serious view of it.
Your witness.
Thank you. Are we to understand, Dr. Graham, that your discovery of the trophies has so upset conventional ideas about the human race that no clear-cut boundary any longer exists?
Exactly. No clear division exists.
Then the trophies are the missing link, a term, I believe, for an ape.
Your term, and most unscientific. My reference was to a creature that completes the chain of human evolution. May I, my lord?
Please.
The difference between a PhD and an orangutan is very great and leaves no room for doubt. But if we look at the gradual difference between a chimpanzee and a baboon, between a baboon and Neanderthal man, between Neanderthal man and the Aborigine, and finally between the Aborigine and you, Mr. Buffington, and I'm skipping half the lot, we don't know where to draw the line. So if you lawyers can tell us, we scientists will be very much in your debt.
That's all. No more questions.
Very good, sir.
Dr. Graham, you are the foremost authority on the trophies, and your opinion is vital to the case. I direct you to consult with your colleagues and return to the court with a definite conclusion, if humanly possible. Adjourn for lunch.
Mr. Connie, we know that human flesh tastes sweet and pungent, but how do trophies taste?
Would you translate, please, Reverend Holzapfel?
Trophies, good. Mr. County, are you really a cannibal?
Me, Methodist.
Be seated.
Do you accept the definition, Mr. Krebs, that only creatures of the same zoological species can breed successfully?
Yeah, sure. It's a scientific fact.
Good. I want you to look at this death certificate and tell me where the information describing the parents of the deceased came from.
Me?
And the accused.
Yeah, sure.
Douglas Temple knew then, didn't he, that the deceased was the offspring of you and Topazia. He knew that his victim was your natural-born son.
He knew also the woods were full of male trophies. Now, you can't prove anything by that paper.
Well, I thought we'd get around to that. Do you now deny, under oath, that you had relations with the mother of the deceased? Do you?
Jack, get him off the hook.
Shut up, let him squirm. They like it.
Bastard.
Mr. Krebs, I'm waiting for your answer.
Krebs's, you know, we are noted for our huge capacity for liquor, but a low tolerance of alcohol. Also, a complete lack of discrimination. I was drunk, I don't remember. Anyhow, I doubt I was very effective.
Mr. Cripps, I wish to have this point very clear. Are you suggesting that the consort of Topasia, by whom she conceived and begat the victim, was not yourself, but rather a male trophy?
Yeah, sure. There were lots of male trophies. They're much better looking and younger than me.
Then why did you state, without qualification, on the death certificate, and again in your deposition to the police, that you were the father?
I wanted to make her an honest woman.
A woman? That's the word I've been waiting to hear! "118 distinct sounds, each having its own meaning. We can assume, of course, Father, that you can understand this trophy language.
Not always.
Which is to say, their talk is sometimes as inarticulate as human beings. Thank you, Father. Your witness.
Father Dillingham, would you be kind enough to give his lordship an example of the trophy language?
That means danger, beware. Cuckoo, ah, cuckoo, ah, cuckoo, ah. Where is my mate? That means the rains are coming.
My lord.
Yes?
This testimony is impossible to take down.
We appreciate your demonstration, Father. Now perhaps you can draw some positive conclusion.
Of course. The trophies speak.
Thank you, Father. You may step down.
Somebody important has just arrived. I'm trying to get a look at him. No doubt he's a witness, but whose witness?
Dr. Eaton, how very good of you to come.
Not at all, not at all.
With your lordship's permission, would you take the stand,
Most
please?
certainly, yes.
Your hat.
Oh, my hat. And will you kiss the cat? Thank you, thank you. Do I sign something? Oh, no, I do beg your pardon. Yes, of course. Yes. I swear by Almighty God that the evidence I'm about to give this honorable court is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Be seated.
Thank you very much.
You are the president of the International Congress of Zoologists this year, are you not?
Yes, yes, I am. You're quite right.
Now, Dr. Eaton, Dr. Graham has said that her discovery of the trophies makes it impossible to ascertain the exact rung on the evolutionary ladder where the ape ends and man begins. Do you agree with that?
Oh, no, quite the opposite.
Who would you address his lordship?
Who? Oh, yes, I beg your pardon. I said quite the opposite, my lord. Thank you. Might I continue? Dr.
Dr. Graham.
Yes, Dr. Graham. Thank you, my lord. Dr. Graham's study of the fossilized mandible is, of course, a classic. We all know that. But had she made a study of feet instead of the jawbone, she'd know precisely where to place the trophy.
Can you explain why, Dr. Eaton?
The human foot, my lord, is a more primitive organ than the apes, and it tells you the whole story. Consider the ankle, for example. Narrow and thin, the apes. Broad and rather thick, I always think, man's.
And how does that apply to the trophies?
When you see the trophy have thin ankles and are still up to point tree dwellers, they can't be of our line of descent. Oh, no, they're not human, they're apes. They're apes.
Your witness.
Thank you. Dr. Eaton, where were you born?
Rhodesia, a long time ago.
And were you not, until you took your new post, chairman of the Department of Anthropology at Heidelberg University, South Africa?
You know a lot about me, don't you? Yes, I was.
Dr. Eaton, in Keefe's volume on comparative anatomy, he records that better than 700 anatomical characteristics are common to man. Is that so?
754.
754. So, if but just one of these traits is lacking, would you say we are no longer dealing with man?
Oh, I would, yes. And I do, my dear fellow.
Then, according to that definition, would you say that the pygmies are not Homo sapiens?
For the sake of convenience, I suppose we can call them man, yes.
Dr. Eaton, consider what you're saying. Is it your purpose to...
Our purpose is to show that the tropies belong to an animal species, which is what Dr. Eaton said.
It's a hell of a lot more than that. It's a hell of a lot more.
I quite agree with you. The doctor's remarkable discovery makes a clean sweep of the unscientific notion that lumps together various species under the single term man. All that exists, my dear sir, all that exists is a scale of creatures to be regulated by the state, and at the top stands the one true man.
The white man?
What? Yes, of course. Mind you, in the lower degrees, descending from the tropy right down to the poor old chimpanzee at the bottom, what have we got in between? The anthropoid, a man-like creature, perhaps, but quite incorrect to call it human.
What you're really trying to tell the world, the court and the whole world, which is why you came here, is that the black man is not human.
Thank you. Oh, I'm sorry.
Van Kryzen arranges visit?
Yes, after I asked him to.
You didn't bring any birdseed with you, did you?
Douglas, when I go into the witness box tomorrow, I'm going to say that the trophies are human.
Well, that's nice. We end up on the same side after all, don't we? Welcome to my tent. Oh, come on now. You know there's no such thing as an aphrodisiac?
How could you do it?
There were a hell of a lot of trophies on their way to the salt mine. Somebody had to do something.
I'd never have taken you for a bleeding heart.
And I still doubt you know a damn thing about human beings. How's Topazia?
We had to give her a rag doll to replace her baby. She nearly died. Good luck.
Sybil. I didn't kill him. He was born dead.
You were still a Yankee clown. I knew it. I knew it. Oh, no.
We got Von Kryzen right where we want him. Now, don't you let him and his creeps brainwash you.
Tomorrow, when you go into the witness box, say that you thought it was an animal.
That's the official band of the Royal Papuan Constabulary, who are leading these UN peacekeepers. Sent here by the Security Council. They got all kinds of signs. Trophies are God's children. Save the trophies. Viva Krebs. This unique force will leave immediately for the Takura Mountains to protect the trophies until the problem is settled.
Dr. Graham, 2 days ago, this court instructed you to try and form a definite opinion about the trophies. Have you as yet formed that opinion?
I have.
Then would you tell the court what are the trophies?
Animals.
Civil.
Thank you, Dr. Graham. The defense rests.
The hell it does, you're fired. He's fired. How come you couldn't make up your crystal clear scientific mind 2 days ago, and now all of a sudden you got the answer?
In the last 2 days, I've learned a great deal about what is human.
Put it right over here.
Return to your seats! Return to your seats and remain quiet, or I shall clear the court! I presume you have a purpose in this, Mr. Attorney?
My lord, I had need of a trophy in order to prove Dr. Graham wrong.
We must see if counsel for defense has any objection to this these extraordinary proceedings.
Oh, it's all right with me. It's all right with the defense.
Oh, thank you.
That's all right. That is, providing you swear in Topazia like everybody else.
That's right.
Is this perhaps a group of expert witnesses?
This is Justin Smoot, president of the Black Humanist Movement. And I've come to speak my piece.
Why don't you let him talk, Judge? Let everybody else around here talk. Put him on the stand.
Of course. You may take the stand, Mr. Smoot. Dr. Graham, if you please.
The Crown has no objection, my lord.
Now, there's been a lot of horse shit going on down here in Nowheresville. And some of it splashing on us.
Sure as hell has. No rest but socket to...
Mr. Temple. Mr. Smoot, I presume that you came here prepared to disagree with Dr. Eaton.
Wrong, man. I agree with him. That thing is an animal. Only our learned friend, Dr. Eaton, overlooked one point. The trophies are not black. They're white. She is your Caucasian ancestor, same species, same as you. And you are just like her. Animals. I mean, look at Whitey's hair. Straight. Look at that puke pink color. A black takes another 1,000,000 years. And you've got a long ways to go. What you got there, honey child? A little white pickaninny? Let's just take a look.
Don't touch that dog!
Get back! All right, get back! Everybody get back!
I'm sorry, believe me, honest. I love animals.
Temple, the essence of this trial has been a vain attempt to decide what is human. Inasmuch as we have not succeeded, this court cannot hold you accountable for a decision which has not yet been made. Therefore, I can only find you not guilty.
What about the trophies?
You're quite right, Mr. Temple. What about the trophies? We have seen angry dispute between passionate and earnest men, all of them experts, and all of them speaking of truth and justice, and all of them different. But the only truth made plain here is that we cannot define the nature of the trophies until we have defined our own. Until we have decided what we want the word human to mean. Human. This court is now adjourned.